Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is the Street Conservative coming back with another video. Today's video is going to be on Passport Bros. And I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm tired, and I'm sick and tired of hearing about this phenomenon that's going on about black men crossing the ocean to meet up with women. And the reason why I'm sick of this is because this is not new. This has been going on for a long time. It's been going on for a long time. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, just like in my numerous videos, I've mentioned that I served in the military for 20 years. So that being said, I was surrounded by people who are also in the military, and a lot of those people I hung around with were black men. And because they were also in the military, they also did a lot of traveling. This is the reason why I'm shocked that this is like that they're talking about this on YouTube as if this is like some new phenomenon. Now, I get it that we have more men going out overseas now. I get that, but this is not a new thing. And my thing is what is the problem with black men going out and exploring their options? I'm gonna ask that question again. What is the problem of black men going out to explore their options? And the reason why I'm saying that is because that is a question that's been asked by black women for years. You have these black women going on and they're going out and they're dating all these types of men, and black men had to sit there and just watch and support that freedom, that level of freedom up to which women can go out there and explore new things. But when it comes to the man, it's a problem. And then you have you have men and women coming out with these videos, and what they'll do is they'll go find some video where a black man went overseas and he had bad experiences with these women. And what these YouTubers will do is they'll create these videos and spin a narrative in which it's all black men going through that type of bad experiences. They're not talking about the successful stories of these men going out and finding someone to bring back to the United States and build a relationship with. They're not talking about that. And see, what I want you to understand is this. Because in this video, you'll see pictures of females that are overseas. They're overseas. They're women who live overseas. But if you notice, a lot of these women in these photos, they have a certain look about them, and I can't really say their personality because I don't have any videos of them. But if you look at the photos, you can tell they resemble the image of, let's call it for what it is. They resemble the image of femininity. They resemble that image. Now you'll have black women, not all but several that's out there, mainly these content creators. They'll sit there and push this information out in which black men hate American black women, but they'll go out and they'll seek women like this. Women who are petite, women that most men would think that is beautiful. But looking at the photos, you would think that these women are friendly. You don't know them personally, but when you look at the photos, they look genuine. They look like you'll have a friendly conversation with them. And a lot of these women on YouTube, they have a problem with that. They'll sit there and say that black men are running because they're cowards. They don't know how to deal with the women, the black women here in America. They don't know how to deal with that. But my thing is this: how is it that y'all have a problem with these women who are overseas? And the reason why I say you have a problem with them, because they're attracting your man. So you have a problem with them, but yet you, as an American black woman who's telling black men to take you for who you are and deal with it, you women will sit there and fix yourselves in which you have the same image as those overseas women when it comes to dating white men. You have a lot of white men out there that got these girlfriends or these wives who are black Americans. They're petite. They're genuine. They have a soft voice. They're feminine. They have a good personality. When you talk to them, you don't have to worry about no pushback. You don't have to worry about no attitude. You don't have to worry about no deep tone in their voice. No masculinity whatsoever coming out that woman, pouring out that female. None of that. But y'all will only do that when you're dating other men outside your race. And black men see that. They see that. And it's just like I said in one of my early videos, that when you keep beating someone down, whether it's a man or woman, you keep beating them down to a point into submission, they're going to think that regardless of what they do, they're still not going to get the level of respect that they think they should be getting from that individual that's putting them down. They're not. So what you have done is you have pushed them away. You pushed them away. That's what you have done. And that's exactly what you have done to these black men. These black men are now going overseas because they see that you come off, when they want to interact with you, you come off with this level of vitriol, pretty much letting the black man know that they're just worthless. They're just worthless. They don't deserve no respect. They're so worthless that their own women in their tribe figures that they don't have to be women to them. When I date this black man, I don't have to be feminine. I don't have to be docile. I don't have to be nice. I don't have to take care of myself. And then let y'all tell it. The reason why is because black men are not providing. They're not providers. But I can tell you so many white men I know. I can tell you a lot of them, they're in situations in America to where they're working, but they're at the bottom of the damn ladder. They're at the bottom of the chain of command. And yet their black wives are treating them the same way you'll see a wife treat a rich white Brad in corporate America. Just nice and feminine. So that provider junk, I don't even want to hear no more. At the end of the day, you black women, y'all look down on black men the same way these racist white men look down on black men. Just like how these racist white men think black men they don't deserve an inch of respect, y'all think the same way. These black men are going overseas seeking things from these women in those countries, what they've been seeking from you. But yet you have not been giving these black men whatever those black men have been seeking. Whether it's personality, the looks, whatever, what have you. It doesn't matter, but you haven't been doing that. But then at the same time, right in front of these black men's faces, you'll turn around and you'll give Brad not only what he's looking for, but what also that black man was looking for. And that, my friends, is an example of white privilege. I don't have no problem with these passport bros. I don't even know why they got a name. I really don't know why they have a name. To me, they're just regular people going out there doing what other regular people do. White women do it all the time. White men do it all the time. Black women do it all the time. Everybody does it. They go overseas and they meet someone new that's totally outside their culture. But for some reason, when it comes to black men, they have to be grouped into some derogatory label. Because honestly, this passport bros, to me, that's derogatory. And the reason why it's derogatory, because again, you're not placing labels on everybody else is doing it. You're not. I mean, you got black women like Eve, black women like Tina Turner. I mean, I can give you so many black women who have met white men overseas and they marry these white men. Not only they marry these white men, but they don't even bring them back to the United States. They as the black Americans, they decide to stay over there in those countries. But you're not calling them passport girls. No, you're not. But for some reason, when a black man wants to go out there and feel like a man for once, feel like a human being for once, they have to be labeled as passport bros. And the reason why is because, just like with anything else when it comes to black America, anything that's out there that black people are a part of, you have to spin it into a narrative in which it's supposed to be racist. And it's the same thing these black men are going through. You spin this narrative in which they're racist to their own women, they're misogynistic to their own women, they just hate their own women. That's what you have done. And just like how liberals push these narratives, you black women push this narrative only for one thing. The only reason why y'all push this narrative is the same reason why these liberals do it. It's to keep black men at the bottom, to feel like they're at their lowest point. That's why y'all do that. I told y'all on this channel, I'm fair. I am fair. That's why I call myself the black conservative. You have one guy in my comment section from one of my previous videos ask me, why are you a black conservative and why are you conserving? That's the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life. The dumbest question. A conservative upholds values. They uphold tradition. They uphold culture. They promote structure. For some reason, when people hear conservatives, you just think from a political standpoint. But there's more that ties into that word. Now, am I saying I disagree with interracial relationships? No, I don't. I don't. I really don't. Honestly, I think that with interracial relationships taking place, I think that's a form of I think that's a form of anti-racism. When you have different people, whether they're black men, black women, white women, doesn't matter, or Hispanic man, black women, or like, it doesn't matter. I think that is a sign of progression taking place when it comes to racism. But then at the same time, I believe that you're staying with your own culture is also a safe thing too. Because I also believe that you dating within your own culture is not racism. You're what you're doing is you're upholding your traditions, you're upholding your values. And the reason why I say this is because what you're doing is you are keeping everything with them. Because let's be realistic, when you marry outside your culture, you're bringing in mixed traditions, mixed values, and all that does is create confusion. So either way, I'm all for it. Either way. But I think it's crazy how we have this standard in America